Aloha, Facebook friends and family. Aloha, aloha, aloha. Today I want to share about joyful rebellion, what it means to me, and also how it relates to leaving our basically skills and tools from our soul on the bench and how to bring them back into play. And so if you're here watching me live or watching the replay, say aloha, hola, however you like to let me know you're here. That would be great. And I'm just grateful for you all, whether you're watching the live or the replay, or I'm just grateful for all anyway. I'll say I'm even grateful for people who aren't grateful for me. And that's okay. So joyful rebellion is something that came, I heard from my soul that I need to lead this joyful rebellion within, right? And lead others, right, into that joyful rebellion within. And, a lot of times rebellion is not seen as a positive thing, even in energetics, right? About rebellion means you have rebellious energy. It's going against the flow, right? But really, if there's something that's going against the flow of life itself, then we have to rebel against that thing that is using, I would say, violence against us, even energetically, on the astral and subconsciously. And it's an involution and inversion of life. So we actually have to rebel against that. So it becomes a positive thing because that aligns us with life. It aligns us with what life really is, and it also helps us to align our energy to be basically backed up, right, by that infinite and everlasting flow of love that exists. And so it's interesting when people say the universe has my back. I always feel this wah, 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 wah. It falls flat for me. And it's because I need things to be more defined, right? For me, it's important that we give direction and purpose to our engagement with all life and all expressions of life. And we can absolutely do that because this is our realm, right? This is our microcosmic realm of consciousness, energy, light, awareness, and then we have the larger macrocosm as well. But we get to define our macrocosm. That's what we get to do. We have free will to do so. And joyful rebellion means to me to really embrace creation, embrace that we have a creator, embrace that we have Mother Earth. And the way that I see it is, our bodies come from Earth, right? Our bodies are made not just from Earth, they're also made from stars. So our bodies are made from the same things that make up the stars, that make up all the flowers, all the trees. It's the same, I would say, matrix of energy because we belong, right? We could say, if you were very religious, you could say you're a child of God, but you're also a child of God created by, the same energy that creates the earth and creates all the flowers and plants and trees, right? We could say Creator created all of it and created us. But basically we're all in that, I would say, container that belongs to the earth. It also belongs to, the cosmos at the same time. So we're in this alignment all the time between Mother Earth and Creator, or Creator and creation, we can say. And that is an infinite, everlasting force and flow of energy that runs through us at all times. What happens are these involutionary, inverted forces that go against creation and creator. The way that they infiltrate, the way that they impact us, the way that they do that is they create things, or not even create, we could say, the structures and systems that have been implemented by by all the people that support that, right? And all the consciousness that supports that, every time tries to get you to forget who you are. Forget the truth of who you are, and forget that you are backed up by this force and flow of energy that comes from Creator and creation, that comes from Mother Earth, right? It comes from the stars. It's all running through us at all times. And what happens is maybe we feel a little tired, or maybe we feel a little beat down, or we have a shock, or a trauma, or an emotional upheaval, or a mental torment. And all those things try to bring us to the place of forgetting who we are. When all we have to do is feel those things, even fear, right? We not meant to say I never feel fear, right? It's like you feel those things, but at the same time, you don't separate yourself from Creator, creation, the truth of who you are. When you can feel that running through your body at all times and running through your energy at all times, it feels very different. Even when you're having, sometimes we feel tired. We don't have to define our energy by saying we, and then are, and then tired, or I, and then am, and then tired, because that's how you're defining who you are, the truth of who you are. No, it's a temporary feeling. Sometimes we need to feel those things. Sometimes we need to rest. And because we've been so separated from this truth, a lot of times we will feel fatigued. We will feel a great sense of fatigue because we are aligning and acting, taking action based on involution. We're involuting and inverting our life force energies to work against us instead of having them work for us, and then understand that life force energy is taking a specific shape so we can be ourselves, but it also is the same energy that runs through all things and can never die. And I know people say, well, I mentally, like they get it, but I know that they're not completely. It's like we have to get to this point where we're of a refinement with that alignment, and always understanding that it is running through us. The more you do that, it becomes you, right? It becomes you, and no other force that is trying to involute or invert or distort that can work against you. It just can't, because you're too fortified. You are it, right? You are it. You're your shape of it. And I would say one thing, because I want to go back to defining, giving direction and purpose to things, we need to give very clear definition, direction, and purpose to our relationship with artificial intelligence and technology. Very clear. We need to be very clear about how we utilize it. Be very clear about not getting lost in scrolling without a reason, right? Because that's when that energy comes through, right? To impact us into involution, into inversion of our life force energies. So we need to be very much more conscious, and you can even energetically yourself just have it set. This is the way it is. That technology, artificial intelligence, nanotechnology, they all work in service to the truth of your life force energy that comes from Creator and creation. Or they have to leave. That's it. And then all the time you have to take action on a daily basis on how you interact with technology. Making sure you take conscious technology breaks, utilizing it, making it work for you. And one of my favorite tools is just, I ask my soul, I'm just checking, okay, I ask my soul to organize my news feed so I see what I need to see very quickly and easily, and then I can be done. Because sometimes there's information that comes through that I need, right, to see, that it's important for me to see, that helps me to form what I'm going to share and speak about next, right? And then all other stuff that doesn't live in service to that, is not there for you. It's not what you need to see. So being more conscious of that relationship, I would say, is very important right now. And what I notice, especially with my clients, because everybody you have energy skills, you have skills from your soul, you have tools from your soul, depending on what you're here to do. most people that I work with are healers, they're teachers, they're also Akashic record readers, and that's what they do. So they're tuned in to energy, and they sincerely want to support their clients to be in their own truth. And so what I notice is a lot of them, the way that these involutionary forces work against us, or try to, is they try to bring us into comparison. Well, my skill, what I do doesn't look like that, so it must not be good. It must not be the right way. And then so you set all these skills and tools that are coming to you in service to creator and to creation and to others, right? You're like putting them, you're benching them, like much like you would like someone who plays sports. You're putting them on the bench, and you're saying, like you're not, like you don't look like that, so obviously you're not the right tool, right? So it's comparison and it's judgment, and it's these kind of thoughts that when you keep engaging in that doubt, that comparison, that judgment, you're basically, right, you're involuting or inverting your life force energy, instead of saying, okay, like, show me what I can do. Like, what is it that's my we could say my gift from God to share with the world, right? So I can be in service. And what happens is a lot of people they leave all their tools on the sidelines instead of understanding. So the first thing is to understand that you are a being of creator and creation, right? So we're co-creators, and we can do that, right? We can co-create such good, or things that are so beneficial for humanity and the evolution of humanity and what's true for humanity in the world, if we stop and realize, oh, okay, this is an inversion thinking, this is an involution thinking. Okay, so wait, let me stop engaging with that and just say no to that, and just simply look at what's coming in inherently for me to trust, to understand, right? To understand that when you are not participating in involutionary life forces, then everything that you're going to be offering is going to be inherently beneficial for all. Now, you're not going to be everybody's piece of cake, right? You're not going to, but it's still, right? It still has that support of what's really vital, like vital life force energy, and the movement of it in alignment with creator and creation, in alignment with Mother Earth, right? In alignment with nature intelligence, in alignment with your physical body, again, which is made from all of these elements. It's made from nature intelligence. It's made from stellar intelligence. It's made from creator intelligence. It's made from creation intelligence, which is basically all creator intelligence, right? Even the stellar intelligence. It's made from that. It is that. We're not trying to be creator over others. We have a creator. We don't need we don't need, right, another one. So basically, when we recognize that energy is what fortifies us and flows through us, we have no desire to be over another ever. We just don't. All we want to do is see everybody thrive and grow. It's like that is the way it is. There's no competition in that way, meaning there's no need to obscure someone else's light so that your light can be seen, right? And it takes a lot of pressure off of people. I can tell you, when they understand this, it takes a lot of pressure off of people. You're not going to, what you offer it might have the same sound as what other people offer, but it doesn't necessarily mean it's the same. So it's just understanding. It's not even like about the right words to use. It's about aligning your energy this way, right, with creator and creation, right, and the truth of who you are, and your soul and your heart and your body, all that. And it comes through your presence. It literally comes through your presence. And you just become magnetic to those people that you can support. And it's that simple. It's just that it's like it's a second to second decision, because there are a lot of forces out there that are trying to get you into inversion thinking, involution thinking, and that is again against vital life force energy and creation. So again, it's as simple as that. And what you can do is just ask your own skill set, your soul built skill set, your God built skill set, to come back, to come off of the bench and apologize basically to yourself. Forgive yourself for judging yourself as less than somehow in some way. I'm going to call them just detrimental energies or detrimental consciousness, or these people, right, that participate in this involutionary inversion consciousness to try to, because the name of the game is simply to siphon life force energy from people to support their agenda and their needs. And so when we start to pull our vital life force energy back in the way that supports us and supports the constant, in a way, creation of the truth of us, because we're in a way, if you know, on the quantum level and how energy works, we're basically kind of constantly forming and reforming and we need to constantly form and reform based on truth, based on love. And when more of us start to do that and say no to that way, more and more and more and more every day, the less energy supply it has much less to work with. And I know it sounds simple, but the hard part is in taking action in alignment with that. It's very difficult, even for me it's difficult because of what's going on. And you can see, if you don't understand this, that the legal system is a man-made fiction that is actually based on involutionary principles. And so here we have all these mandates for masks and social distancing that, one, they're not even real laws, even through the legal fiction system. But more people are just blindly accepting that. And the truth is that when you try to cut off someone's breath, you're trying to cut off their connection to God. You're trying to cut off their connection to Creator. You're trying to cut off connection to the heart, because when we smile, it opens the heart. And when you receive a smile from someone else, even a stranger, it can change your day. Sometimes it just changes your day because it brings you into your heart energy so clearly. So I hope that this is clear and that this is making sense for all of you, and I sincerely hope you can feel within your own presence that very big, vital, infinite, everlasting love and truth that comes from Creator and creation. And you want to say that comes from God, it's also coming from Mother Earth. We cannot deny, right, the nature intelligence that we are so connected with, because we need trees to breathe. We need trees to breathe, right? We need nature so that we breathe in the appropriate amount of oxygen, and we give it what it needs, which is carbon dioxide. So we have a co-creative relationship with trees. So that is also helping you to be connected again to God, Creator, Source, Infinite, whatever you want to call it. So I hope this has been helpful, and if you have any questions or comments, please feel free to tag me below. And thank you, Teddy. I appreciate you very much. So lots of love and aloha to you all.